Hello students, let's do algebra exercise 13D. 13D is on page number 158 and now we're going to begin with division. So here I have a monomial divided by another monomial. So there are steps to be followed. The steps are, I'm going to take my first dividend and I'm going to write it as my numerator. So that is 16ab square c divided by 6abc. Now there are two ways to do this division. Let me do the first method. So what we have to do, the first step is you write it as a fraction and then you simplify it. So I'm going to simplify it now. 116 into, I'm going to expand it all. So a into b square means 2b's. b into c. Then I'm going to divide this whole thing by 6 into a into b into c. So I expanded everything. Now I'm going to cancel. If there's something that I can cancel, I'm going to cancel. So 16 and 6 are both divisible by 2. So I'm going to use 2 as my common factor. 2 8s are 16, 2 3s are 6. Now I can cancel one a on top and an a down. So numerator and denominator. I can cancel one b there. The other b here that I have, this b I cannot cancel because I don't have another b left here. So that b will remain as it is. Now I will go on to c. And c I can cancel again. C and c I can cancel. So whatever is remaining is going to be my answer. So now I have a minus sign on top. I don't have a sign here. It's understood it is a plus sign. So let me give it a plus sign. Now minus into plus. Why am I saying into? Because the rules for signs are the same for multiplication and division. So minus into plus is minus. Now the numerator, let's see what my numbers are. I have 8. Denominator, what is my number? I have 3. So 8 by 3 is my fraction. Now let's look and see what is left. In my numerator, all these are cancelled. I have only b left. And in my denominator, I don't have anything else left. So what is my final answer? Minus 8 by 3b. So this is my final answer. Minus 8 by 3b. Question 2. So let's write it down in the fraction form first. So 25x square y divided by minus 5y square. So let's expand this. 25 into x because it says x to the power of 2. Then there is only one y. Now in the denominator, what do we have? We have minus 5y square. That means y into y, y into y. Okay, so now let's give this a plus sign. Now in our answer, we start first with the signs. Plus into minus is minus. Now let's cancel 5 and 25 both by 5 itself. So this is 5 ones are 5, 5 fives are 25. Now x, so our number here is 5. Now let's go to x. Now if you see, I have x here and x here, but I don't have an x down. So it will remain as x to the power of 1 plus 1, that is 2. So that is x to the power of 2. Now look at the y's. I can cancel one y and one y here. So let's do that. Let's cancel this y and this y. So there is one y left in the denominator. So I have 1 into y, which is y. So what is my final answer? My final answer is minus 5x square by y. To the next one. So here again, we are going to write it as a fraction. So we have 8x plus 24 divided by 4. So as you can see, here we have a binomial. There are two terms. So when you divide, you take each term and divide it by the divisor. So I'm going to take 8x divided by 4. Then I'm going to take 24 and divide it by 4. So now this will be 8x divided by 4 plus 24 divided by 4. So now 8x divided by 4, I can cancel 4 2's are 8. So what do I have there? I have 2x plus, now here also I can cancel 4 into what is 24? 4 6's are 24. So what do I have? 6. So my answer here is 2x plus 6. So if you have a binomial or a polynomial with many terms, take each term separately and do the division. Question 4. Now here also we have a binomial by a monomial. So let's do that. First write it as a fraction, 4a square minus a divided by minus a. So let's divide the first term 4a square by minus a, then minus second term by minus a. So each time you're going to divide by the divisor. Each term should be divided by the divisor. So let's do this first one. So we're going to do the exponent form. So 4a to the power of 2. Now I have 1 here. If I'm going to take it up, it becomes minus 1. And we have a minus sign. On the other side, we have minus. Now, a and a will get cancelled. So here I have plus, isn't it? So plus into minus is minus. So it's minus 1. How did I get 1? Now, when I cancel a and a, that is 1 here and 1 here, isn't it? So I've got minus 1 there. Now, let's open the brackets. Minus a, 4. A to the power of 2 minus 1 is 1, and minus into minus, we have minus here, minus into minus becomes plus. So plus 1. So my final answer is minus 4a plus 1. Next question, we have 8m minus 16 by minus 8. So straight away we can write 8m divided by minus 8 minus 16 divided by minus 8. Now we have to work on each term here. So we have a plus sign here. Plus into minus will become minus. So I'll write minus. Now let me look at the 8s. I can cancel, isn't it? I can cancel both the 8s, and what is left is simply m. Now let's go to the next one. So here again I have plus here and minus. So my sign is minus. So I need to put that in brackets because I have a sign of minus again before the bracket. Minus. Now let me cancel 8 and 16. 8 2s are 16. So this is minus 2. Now this becomes minus m, and minus into minus is plus. So that becomes plus 2. So my answer here is minus m plus 2. So this is my answer. Next question, let's straight away take this. Minus 50 divided by 10p plus 40p divided by 10p. Okay, so here let's see what we need to do. Let's put a plus sign here. So for the signs, minus into plus is minus. Now let's cancel the numbers. So I have 10, 5s are 50. So in my numerator I have 5, and in my denominator I have the letter p. Let's go to the next one. Now here I can cancel 10, 4s are 40, and I can cancel this p and the other p. So here I have 4. So this is my answer. Minus 5 by p plus 4, or minus 5 by p plus 4. Question 7. So here again we have a binomial. Now we're going to take each term separately. So that will be 4x to the power of 3 divided by the divisor, which is minus x, minus the second term 2x square, again divided by the divisor, minus x. So we're going to take each one separately. So here the sign, this is plus, so the sign is going to remain as minus. Now 4 divided by 1 is 4, the sign is minus. Now x to the power of 3, and here we have 1. When it's division, we say 3 minus 1. So, and the other side will go on. So here again, since we have a minus sign before the bracket, before this term, we're going to put brackets there. So now the sign is going to become minus because here we have plus. Plus into minus is minus. The number is 2. Now again we have x to the power of 2, and down we have 1. So x to the power of 2 minus 1. In division, it's subtraction. The powers are subtracted. So here now it's going to become minus 4 x to the power of 3 minus 1 is 2 minus, in brackets, minus 2 x to the power of 2 minus 1 is 1. Now we can open brackets. So this is minus 4x square. Minus into minus is plus 2x. Or when you see minus before a bracket, change the sign of the next integer. So that is minus, it's become plus. And 2x or 2x to the power of 1 is the same. So we've got our answer here. Our answer is minus 4x square plus 2x. Question 8. So again we'll take the first term of this expression. So we have 10a to the power of 3 and we're going to divide it by the divisor, which is minus 5a square. Then we'll take the second term here, minus 15a square b divided by minus 5a square. So let's take the first one. Here the sign is plus, so plus into minus is going to give us minus. Then let's cancel 5 and 10. 5 2s are 10, so we've got our number 2. Now let's look at a. We have here 3 and 2, and because it's division, we're going to subtract the powers. So it's going to become 3 minus 2. Now let's go to the other side. Since we have a minus here, let's put the other number in brackets and let's see. So here we have plus and then down we have minus. So the sign is minus. Plus into minus is minus. Let's cancel 5 and 15. 5 3s are 15. So our number is 3. Now let's look at a. So a here in the numerator we have 2. In the denominator also we have 2. So we write 2 minus 2. So that is 2 minus 2 and then we have b. Okay, now here we have minus 2a, 3 minus 2 is 1. So that is minus 2a to the power of 1. Then here we have minus, let's work out what's within brackets, minus 3. Now a to the power of 2 minus 2, 2 minus 2 is 0. So it becomes a to the power of 0 and anything to the power of 0 is 1. So it's simply 3 into 1, which is 3. So we remove the a and then we have b minus 3b. Now let's open the brackets. So here we have minus 2a. Then when you see minus before a bracket, change the sign of the next integer. So minus 3b will now become plus 3b. So this is our answer, minus 2a plus 3b. Question 9. Now here, as you can see, we have a trinomial. We have 3 terms and we're going to divide each term by the divisor. So let's begin that. So here we're going to have 12x to the power of 3y divided by the divisor, which is 4xy. 4xy minus, let's take the next one, 8x square y square, again divided by the divisor 4xy. Next term plus 4x square y cube divided again by the divisor, which is 4xy. Now let's divide each one separately and see what we get. Now first I can cancel 12 and 4. 4 3s are 12. So let's write down a number 3. Now let's take x. Now x, here you have 3 and here there's only 1. So it's going to be 3 minus 1. So x to the power of 3 minus 1. Then we have y, and y, I have only one y on top and one y in the denominator also. So that is 1 minus 1. So this is one part, and in the denominator we don't have anything now because we've taken it all up. Now let's go to the next one. So here also let's put it all in brackets. Now 4 2s are 8. So we've got a number 2. Now x to the power of 2 minus 1, because we have 1x here and 2 there, 2 minus 1. Then we have y to the power of again 2 minus 1. Okay, let's go to the last one. So here we have 4 in the numerator and 4 in the denominator, so we can cancel it. So we'll go on to x. X will be 2 minus 1 into y to the power of 3 minus 1. Now we can open all brackets. So 3x to the power of 3 minus 1 is 2. Y to the power of 1 minus 1 will be 0. So y to the power of 0 is 1. So 3x square will remain as it is. Let's go to the next one. Minus 2. X to the power of 2 minus 1 is 1. So we have only 1x. And then y also we have 2 minus 1. So that is 1, which is y itself. So you can write x to the power of 1, y to the power of 1, or simply x, y. Plus, we go to the last one, x to the power of 2 minus 1 is 1, and y to the power of 3 minus 1 is 2. So what is our final answer? So we can write this 3x square minus 2xy plus xy square. So this is our final answer. Question 10. So here also we're going to divide each term of this expression by the divisor. So let's begin that. So here 9a to the power of 4b divided by minus 3a square b. Let's take the second expression. We have minus 15a to the power of 3b square divided by minus 3a square b plus 12a square b cubed divided by minus 3a square b. Okay, so let's begin the first one. So here we have plus. Plus into minus is minus. Then let's cancel 3 and 9. 3 3s are 9. So a number is 3. Now let's take a to the power of 4. In the denominator we have 2. So minus 2. Then we have b to the power of 1 minus 1, or we can simply cancel the b's here. So I just have this much. Now let me go to the next part. So this one, let me put it in brackets. Let me go to the next one. Okay, so here the sign is plus. Plus into minus is minus. Now I can cancel 3 and 15. 3 5s are 15. So I've got my number as 5. A to the power of 3 minus 2 and b to the power of 2 minus 1. This is 1. Okay. Now plus, let's go to the next one. So here again, I have a plus sign here and minus sign down. So plus into minus is minus. Now I can cancel 3 and 12. 3 4s are 12. So my number is 4. Now a square and a square, I can cancel these two also. Then I have b to the power of 3 minus 1. So now let's open brackets, minus 3, a to the power of 2. Then we have a minus before the bracket here, as you can see, this one. So the sign of this will change. So now instead of writing minus, I'm going to write plus. So that will be plus 5, a to the power of 3 minus 2 is 1, and b to the power of 2 minus 1 is 1. So b to the power of 1. Then here I have a plus sign before the bracket. So the sign of the term inside will not change. So I'll write minus. So minus 4, b to the power of 3 minus 1 is 2. So let's write our final answer clearly. Minus 3a square plus 5ab minus 4b square. So this is our answer. Question 2, divide. Now as you can see, this time our division is by a binomial. All this while we had a monomial, a divisor was a monomial. Now it's a binomial, so let's do this carefully. So in the first step, we are going to write it like a normal division sum. So we're going to write n square minus 2n plus 1, and our divisor is n minus 1. So this is the first step. Now second step is take the first term of the dividend and divide it by the first term of the divisor. So let's do that. So that will be n square divided by n. So this is n to the power of 2 minus 1, isn't it? And that is n to the power of 1 or simply n. Now that is my first quotient. Now once I get my quotient, I have to multiply this quotient with both these terms of the divisor. So I'm going to multiply the quotient with my divisor and see what I get. So I have n into n. So what am I doing here? I'm multiplying these two. Okay, so n into n is n to the power of 2. We are doing multiplication, so we are adding the powers, n to the power of 1 plus 1. So I've got this. Now I'm going to multiply this with this. So n into minus 1 will be minus, the sign will be minus, and n. Okay, 1 into n is simply n. So now, like we do in division, we are going to subtract this. But remember, when you subtract, the sign of all the terms will change. So this is plus. It's now going to become minus. So I'm going to cancel this and make it minus n square. And minus is going to be cancelled. It's going to become plus. So now let's work out and see what we get. So I'm looking at the n terms here, n alone. So I have minus 2n plus n. So this is plus 1. So the signs are different, minus and plus. So put the sign of the bigger number, which is minus, and subtract. 2 minus 1 is 1, isn't it? So 1n. Now here n square is plus, and my plus n square minus n square will get cancelled and that becomes 0. So I finished my subtraction. I've got minus 1n. Now again, like a normal subtraction, I'm going to bring this down. The next term, I'm going to bring it down. So it becomes plus 1. Now how do I continue? Now just like I did in the first step, here I'm going to take this first term and divide it by the first term. Minus 1n divided by n. So let's do that. So minus 1n means minus n divided by n itself. So what do we get? The signs are different. Let me put a plus sign. So minus into plus is minus, and n will get cancelled. So it is simply 1. So minus 1. So here let me write minus 1. So I've got minus 1 as my quotient now. Then the next step is we're going to multiply minus 1 with both the terms of the divisor, that is 1 into n. How much is 1 into n? Minus 1 into n will be minus 1n. Then now I'm going to multiply minus 1 into minus 1. So minus into minus is plus, 1 into 1 is 1. So I've got the second step here. Then now I'm going to do subtraction. So when I subtract, the signs of all the terms will change. So plus will now become, minus will become plus, plus will become minus. Now let's work it out. So here I'm looking at these two terms here, plus 1, minus 1. So that has become 0. Now let's go to the next one, minus 1 plus 1. That has also become 0. So I have finished my division. Now let's go back to the quotient. So what do I have in the quotient? I have n minus 1. So that is my answer. My answer is n minus 1. So this is my final answer. Question 2, again we have division of a polynomial by a polynomial. It's not a monomial anymore. So first step is writing it like a normal division sum. So let's put the sign and write it like a normal division sum. Let's put the dividend inside. M square minus 2mn plus n square. Now the divisor, let's write it out. M minus n. The next step is take the first term of the dividend and the first term of the divisor and divide both. So let's divide. M square divided by m. So this is m to the power of 2 minus 1, which is m to the power of 1, which is simply m. So now this one, this answer that I got, I'm going to write it as my quotient. So it will come here. M to the power of 1 is simply m. Next step is I need to multiply the quotient that I got with the divisor. So first I'm going to multiply with m and then I'm going to multiply with minus n. So let's multiply m into m is m square. Then m into minus n is minus mn. So I finished that. Now I'm going to do my subtraction. So when I subtract, remember signs have to change. So this is a plus sign. It's now going to become minus. Minus is going to become plus. And now let's work it out. So here we have 1, isn't it? So now let's do this. So here I have minus 2mn plus 1mn. So mn will remain the same. Minus 2 plus 1. Signs are different. Put the sign of the bigger number and subtract. 2 minus 1 is 1mn. Now on this other side I have a plus sign. So this is a plus sign. This is a minus sign. Plus m square minus m square will give me 0. So let's go on to the next step. That is, we bring down the next term. Now again, just like we did in the first step, we're going to take the first term and divide it by the first term of the divisor. So let me write this in the working column. So I have minus mn divided by m. This is straight from the divisor. So here the signs, this is minus and plus, so it becomes minus. Now m will get cancelled and what is left is n. So I have minus n, which I'm going to write in the quotient. So I've got minus n. Now I'm going to multiply minus n with the divisor. So let's do that. So minus n into first m, and then we have to do it with minus n. So minus n into m will be minus mn. Then when we multiply with n, minus into minus is plus, n to the power of 1 plus 1 is 2. So we've got this. Now I'm going to change the signs. So let me write minus here. Now this minus is now going to become plus and the plus is going to become minus. This is how we do subtraction. Now let's work out. So here when I say plus n square minus n square will now become 0. And if I look at mn, I have minus 1mn plus 1mn. That will also become 0. So I've finished my division. So what is my answer? Go back to the quotient. And you can see m minus n. So that is my answer, m minus n. So our final answer is m minus n. Question 3. So let's begin the same way. So first step, put it all inside. So I have 4a square plus 4a plus 1 and my divisor is 2a plus 1. Second step, take the first term of the dividend and divide it by the first term of the divisor. So let's do that. So 4a square divided by 2a. Now I can cancel 2 and 4. 2 2s are 4. So I've got my number as 2 and a to the power of 2 minus 1. So this is 2a to the power of 1 or simply 2a. So I can write that down there. 2a. Next step is multiply with the divisor. So 2a into 2a. 2 2s are 4. a into a is a to the power of 2. Now multiply 2a into 1. Anything into 1 will give you the same thing. So 2a into 1 is 2a. So we finished with that. Now I'm going to subtract. That means I need to change the sign. So the plus is now going to become minus and this plus is also going to become minus. So what do I have here now? I have 4a and minus 2a. So 4 minus 2 is 2. 2a, and here on this side 4a square and minus 4a square will be 0. So here I have plus 2a and I'm going to bring down the next term, that is 1. So again I'm going to divide the first term of this by the first term of the divisor. So let's do that. 2a divided by 2a. So both these will get cancelled with 1 and a will also get cancelled. So it's simply plus 1. So I'm going to write plus 1 here and I'm going to multiply plus 1 with the divisor, that is first with this. So 2a into 1 is going to give me 2a itself. Then I'm going to multiply 1 into 1. 1 ones are 1 plus 1. So I've got plus 1 there. Now I need to subtract. So the sign here is plus. Now when I subtract, it's going to change to minus. This plus also going to change to minus. Now plus 1 minus 1 is 0. Plus 2 minus 2 is 0. So my final answer is what I have in the quotient, and this is what I have in the quotient. So what is my final answer? 2a plus 1. So this is my third answer. Question 4, let's begin. So we write p square plus 4p plus 4 divided by p plus 2. So again, let's take the first term and divide it by the first term. So that is p square divided by the first term of the divisor, which is p. So this is p to the power of 2 minus 1, which is p to the power of 1, or simply p. So this is p. Now we need to multiply p into this p. So what do we get? P to the power of 1 plus 1, which is p to the power of 2. Now we multiply p into 2. 2 into p will give us 2p. Next step is we are going to subtract. So the signs will change. Now the sign is plus, it's going to become minus. This plus will also become minus. Now let's look at this. 4 minus 2 will give us 2p, and the sign is plus. And here we have plus p square minus p square, which is 0. Let's bring down the next one, plus 4. Again, take the first term of this and the first term of the divisor and divide both. So that is 2p divided by p. So here the number is 2 and p will get cancelled. So I only have 2, which is plus 2. So let me write that, plus 2. Now I need to multiply 2 with p first. 2 into p will be, because it's plus 2p. Then I need to multiply 2 into the next term, which is 2 again. 2 2s are 4. So plus 4. So I've finished my multiplication. Now I need to subtract. The signs will change. This becomes minus. This also becomes minus. Now plus 4 minus 4 is 0. Again, plus 2p minus 2p is 0. So let me go back to my quotient. My quotient is p plus 2, which is my answer. So let's write down the answer. The answer is p plus 2. This is our final answer here. Question 5. Let's begin. So we have the dividend as x square plus 4xy plus 4y square. And our divisor is x plus 2y. Now take the first term of the dividend and the first term of the divisor and divide it. So x to the power of 2 by x is x to the power of 2 minus 1, which is x to the power of 1. It's just x. Now multiply x into x. X into x is x to the power of 1 plus 1, that is 2. Now multiply x into 2y. So that will be plus 2xy. So we finished the multiplication. Next step is subtraction. So this is plus, which is now going to change to minus. This plus is also changing to minus. Now let's look at 4xy and minus 2xy. Signs are different, so let's put the sign of the bigger number and subtract. 4 minus 2 is 2xy. And here we have x square and minus x square, that becomes 0. Now let's bring down the next term, 4y square. Again, take the first term and first term of the divisor and divide. So 2xy divided by x. So the number is 2. Now x will get cancelled and I only have y left. So this is plus 2y. So let me write it down there, plus 2y. Now I need to multiply 2y into x. So that will be, the number is 2. X into y will be xy. Now I need to multiply plus 2y into plus 2y. So the sign is plus, the number 2 2s are 4 and y to the power of 1 plus 1, which is y squared. So the multiplication is over. Now I need to subtract, so plus will become minus, this plus is also minus. So now here I have plus 4 minus 4, that is 0. Similarly, here I have plus 2 minus 2, which becomes 0. So now let me go back to my quotient. My quotient is x plus 2y, which is my answer. So my answer is x plus 2y. Question 6. Let's divide 2a square minus 11a plus 12 divided by a minus 4. So take the first term of the dividend and the first term of the divisor and divide. So 2a square divided by a. The number is 2, a to the power of 2 minus 1, which is 2a to the power of 1. So let me write 2a. Now I'm going to multiply 2a into a. So the number is 2, then a into a is a to the power of 2. This is plus. Now I'm going to multiply this with minus 4. So the sign is minus, 2 4s are 8 and 8a. So now I finish the multiplication. Let me subtract. Plus becomes minus, minus becomes plus. So here let me subtract this. Minus 11a plus 8a. So minus 11 plus 8, put the sign of the bigger number. 11 minus 8 is 3, 3a. Now here plus 2 minus 2 becomes 0. So this is 0. Now I bring down the next one, which is 12. Again, take the first term of the dividend divided by the first term of the divisor. So we have minus 3a divided by a. So this is a plus sign. So plus into minus is minus. The number is 3 and the a's get cancelled. So I have only minus 3. Now I need to multiply 3 into the first term of the divisor. 3 into a minus 3 into a is minus 3a. Now I must multiply minus 3 into minus 4. Minus into minus is plus. 3 4s are 12. So the multiplication is over. Now I have to subtract. Minus becomes plus, plus becomes minus. So plus 12 minus 12 is 0. Again, minus 3 plus 3 is also 0. So my division is over. Let's go to the quotient. The quotient is 2a minus 3, which is our answer. So our final answer, 2a minus 3. Question 7. So here also let's begin our division the same way. So we have our dividend 6x squared plus 5x minus 6. And our divisor is 2x plus 3. So let's take the first term of the dividend and the first term of the divisor and divide the two. So we have 6x squared divided by 2x. So here first we can cancel 2 and 6. 2 3s are 6. So we've got our number. Our number is 3. Now x is x to the power of 2 minus 1, which is 3x to the power of 1. So we'll write that as 3x. Now we're going to multiply 3x into 2x. So multiply the numbers first. 3 2s are 6. X into x is x squared. Now we're going to multiply 3x into 3. So the sign is plus. 3 3s are 9, 9x. So we've finished with our division. Now we're going to subtract. So here this sign is plus. It's going to now become minus. This also now minus. So now let's work this out. So here as you can see it is plus 5x and minus 9x. Plus 5 minus 9 signs are different. Put the sign of the bigger number and subtract. 9 minus 5 is 4, 4x. Now if you look here, you have plus 6x square minus 6x square, which becomes 0. Now let's bring down the next term, that is minus 6. So again, we're going to take the first term and divide it by the first term of the divisor. So first term of the dividend now is 4x minus 4x divided by 2x. The sign will be minus. Now cancel 2 and 4. 2 2s are 4. So the number is 2, and then we can cancel x also. So we only have minus 2. So we have minus 2. Now we need to multiply minus 2 into 2x first. So that will become minus into plus is minus. 2 2s are 4, 4x. Now we need to multiply minus 2 this time into plus 3. So minus into plus is minus. 2 3s are 6. So that part is done. Now we need to subtract. So minus becomes plus, again minus becomes plus. So here we have minus 6 plus 6, which becomes 0. And on the other side also we have minus 4x plus 4x, which becomes 0. So now let's go to our quotient. Our quotient is 3x minus 2. So that is our answer. So our quotient has now become the answer, which is 3x minus 2. Question 8. So let's divide the dividend, that is 8a square plus 4a minus 60 by the divisor, which is 2a minus 5. So divide the first term of the dividend by the first term of the divisor. So we have 8a square divided by 2a. So now we can cancel our numbers. 2 4s are 8. So here we have 4, a to the power of 2 minus 1, which is 4a to the power of 1. So let's write that here. 4a to the power of 1 is simply 4a. Now multiply 4a into 2a. 4 2s are 8, and a into a is a to the power of 2. Now multiply 4a into minus 5. So the sign will be minus. 4 5s are 20, and we write a. So we finished with this part. Now we need to subtract. So this is plus, that's going to become minus, and minus is going to become plus. So now let's work on these. This is 4a and 20a, both are plus, so we can add 20 plus 4, or 4 plus 20 is plus 24. That is a. Now let's look at this. Here we have plus 8a square minus 8a square, which will get cancelled and it becomes 0. Now we bring down 60. So again, take the first term of the dividend, that is 24a divided by 2a. So let's do that. 24a divided by 2a. So we can cancel 2 and 24 by 2 itself. 2 12s are 24, and I can cancel both the a's. So what is left is 12 plus 12, which I can write here plus 12. Now again I need to multiply 12 into the first term of the divisor, that is 2a. 12 2s are 24, so plus 24a. Now multiply 12 into minus 5. So the sign is minus. 12 5s are 60. So we finish with this. Now we need to subtract. So this changes to minus and minus changes to plus. Now minus 60 plus 60 will become 0. And here also plus 24 minus 24, though it is a, it is 0. So now our quotient 4a plus 12 is our answer. So let's write that down. 4a plus 12. So final answer is this. Question 9. So here again we have a polynomial. So let's write it down. 9x square minus 24xy plus 16y square, and the divisor is 3x minus 4y. Let's take the first term of the dividend, that is 9x squared, and the first term of the divisor, which is 3x, and do our division. Now 3 and 9, 3 3s are 9. So our number is 3 and x to the power of 2 minus 1, which is 3x to the power of 1. So let's write 3x here, and now we need to multiply 3x and 3x. 3 3s are 9. So let's write that 9. X into x is x squared. Now multiply 3x into minus 4y. So first the sign is minus. 3 4s are 12. X into y is xy. So that part is done. Now let's subtract. So this is plus, which will become minus, and minus will become plus. So now let's work on this first part. This is minus 12, minus 24, and plus 12. Signs are different, so let's put the sign of the bigger number. 24 minus 12 is 12xy. Now here we have plus 9 minus 9, which will become 0. Now let's write down the next term, which is my plus 16y squared. So now take the first term of the dividend, which is minus 12xy, and divide it by the first term of the divisor, which is 3x. So here the sign is plus, so minus into plus is minus, so I get minus here. I can cancel 3 and 12 both by 3. 3 4s are 12, so number is 4. I can cancel both the x, so what is left is y. So now I have minus 4y. Now I need to multiply minus 4y first into 3x. So minus into plus is minus, then the numbers 4 3s are 12, then y into x is yx or xy. Now I need to multiply minus 4y this time by again minus 4y. So minus into minus is plus, 4 4s are 16, y into y is y squared. So this is done. Now subtraction, minus becomes plus, plus becomes minus. So here I have plus 16y squared minus 16y squared, that is 0. And here I have minus 12 plus 12, which is also 0. So my quotient is 3x minus 4y, and that is my answer, 3x minus 4y. Question 10. Let's put the dividend inside. So we have 15x squared plus 31xy plus 14y squared. And our divisor is 5x plus 7y. So divide the first term of the dividend by the first term of the divisor, which is 5x. Now let's cancel 5 and 15 both by 5. So this becomes 3. So the number is 3, x to the power of 2 minus 1, which is 3x to the power of 1. So here we have 3x. Now let's multiply 3x into 5x. So 3 5s are 15. X into x is x squared. Multiply now 3x into 7y. 3 7s are 21. So the sign is plus. 21 x into y is xy. So now we need to subtract. So this is a plus sign. So the signs will change. Plus becomes minus. Here also plus becomes minus. Now let's look at this one. Plus 31 minus 21. So signs are different. Put the sign of the bigger number and subtract. 31 minus 21 is 10. 10xy. Now here we have 15x squared minus 15x squared. Both will get cancelled. It becomes 0. Bring down the next term, 14y squared. Take the first term of the dividend, which is 10xy, divided by the first term of the divisor, 5x. Cancel. 5 2s are 10. The x will get cancelled. And what is remaining is y. So it becomes 2y plus 2y. So let's write it there. Plus 2y. Now I need to divide plus 2y by 5x. The sign is plus. 2 5s are 10. X into y is xy. Now multiply this into 7y. 2 7s are 14. The sign is plus 14. Y into y is y square. So that is also done. Now we need to subtract. Plus becomes minus. Plus becomes minus. Now plus 14 minus 14 is 0. Similarly, plus 10 minus 10 is 0. So what is our quotient this time? 3x plus 2y. So 3x plus 2y is our answer. Question 11. Let's begin. So the dividend here is 35a to the power of 3 plus 3a square b minus 2ab square divided by 5a minus b. So we take the first term of the dividend and the first term of the divisor and we divide. So let's divide 35a to the power of 3 divided by 5a. We can cancel 5 and 35. 5 sevens are 35. So we'll have 7, a to the power of 3 minus 1. This is 1. So what do we have here? 7a, 3 minus 1 is 2. So let's write that there. 7a square. Now we have to multiply 7a square into 5a. So let's multiply the numbers. 7 5s are 35. A square into a to the power of 2 plus 1 is 3. Now let's multiply this into minus b. So the sign is minus, the number is 7. A square into b is a square b. So now we have to subtract. So here we have a plus sign that's now going to become minus and minus is going to become plus. So here we have 3a square b and 7a square b. So 3 plus 7 because both are plus signs. So plus 3 plus 7 is 10. So 10a square b. Now here we have minus plus 35a cubed and minus 35a cubed. So plus 35 minus 35 will become 0. Now let's bring down the next term 2ab square. So again we take the first term of the dividend, first term of the divisor and divide the two. So we have 10a square b divided by 5a. So we cancel 5 and 10, 5 2s are 10. So the number is 2, a to the power of 2 and down we have 1. So minus 1 into b. So here what do we have? 2a, 2 minus 1 is 1b, that is 2ab plus 2ab. So let's write that plus 2ab. Now we have to multiply plus 2ab into 5a. So let's do that. Let's multiply the numbers first. 5 2s are 10. So that is 10. A into a is a square and we have a b. Then we go on to the next one. We multiply 2ab into minus b. So what do we get? The signs plus into minus is minus. The number is 2. We have only one a and we have two b's. So that is a is given already and we have b squared. Now we have to subtract this. So let's subtract. The signs will change. Plus becomes minus and minus becomes plus. So now here we have minus 2ab square plus 2ab square, that's 0. And the next one here is plus 10a square b minus 10a square b is also 0. So now our quotient is 7a square plus 2ab, which is our answer. So let's write it down. 7a square plus 2ab. So this is our final answer. In 12, let's divide. So this time we have 4 terms in a polynomial. 6x to the power of 3 plus 5x square minus 21x plus 10. And our divisor is 3x minus 2. So take the first term, 6x to the power of 3 divided by the first term of the divisor, which is 3x. So now we can cancel. 3 2s are 6. Now we have 2x to the power of 3 minus 1. which is x to the power of 2. So we have 2x square, which we can write here 2x square. Now we multiply 2x square into 3x first. So that will be numbers first. 2 3s are 6. X square into x is x to the power of 2 plus 1, which is x to the power of 3. Then we multiply this into minus 2. So the sign will be minus. 2 2s are 4 and we have x squared. So now we have to subtract. So this is a plus sign which will now become minus, and minus becomes plus. So here we have plus 5x square plus 4x square. Both are plus signs. So let's add 5 plus 4 is 9. 9x square. Here we have plus 6 minus 6, which will become 0. Let's bring down the next one, which is minus 21x. Again take the first term, which is 9x square, and divided by the first term of the divisor, which is 3x. We can cancel 3 and 9 by 3. 3 3s are 9. So here we get 3x to the power of 2 minus 1, which is 1. So that is 3x. Again, that is plus 3x. Now let's multiply 3x into 3x. So 3 3s are 9. X into x is x square. Now multiply 3 into minus 2. So the sign will be minus. 3 2s are 6 and we have x. So let's subtract now. So the signs will change. This becomes minus and this becomes plus. So now let's look at this. Minus 21 plus 6, signs are different. Put the sign of the bigger number and subtract. 21 minus 6 will be 15. 15x. Now let's look at this. Plus 9 minus 9 becomes 0. Now we have one more term to bring down, that is 10 plus 10. So again take the first term, which is minus 15x, and take the first term of the divisor, which is 3x. So this is plus. So now we can cancel these, becomes 5. The sign is minus, the number is 5. We can cancel the x also. So we only have minus 5 left. Now we need to multiply minus 5 into 3x. So the sign is minus. 5 3s are 15 and we have x. Now we need to multiply minus 5 into minus 2. So minus into minus is plus. 5 2s are 10. So we have done with this also. Now we need to change the signs to subtract. So this is plus and this is minus. Now plus 10 minus 10 is 0. Similarly, minus 15 plus 15 is also 0. So our quotient is 2x square plus 3x minus 5. So let's write down our answer. 2x square plus 3x minus 5. So this is the answer to our 12th question. So we have finished our second main question. We'll stop with this for now. In our next video, we will continue with the remaining questions. Thank you, children.